Hello, Holistic Chamber of Commerce family. Welcome to today's Member Spotlight. I am talking to Kathryn Yarborough, and she's going to be sharing how we can attract clients with Facebook Lives. A little bit about Kathryn before she jumps in. As a vibrant speaker, coach, and manifesting clients mentor, Kathryn teaches women entrepreneurs how to be authentically vibrant speakers who manifest clients and grow a business they love. She's the founder of the Manifesting Clients Academy, the creator of the Vibrant Entrepreneurs Circle, an inspirational speaker, and the best-selling author of Keep Moving Forward, a guide for the on-purpose solopreneur. Welcome, Kathryn.
Thank you, Laura. I'm glad that we're here getting to do this today.
So let's talk about how you got into Facebook Lives, because it's a very particular thing, and I almost feel like you either love them or hate them. That's kind of like the vibe I get.
You might have a point about that. It's so interesting. I remember years ago, I had a colleague who did Facebook Live trainings, and I thought, oh, I don't need that. And isn't it interesting that she's doing that and that people actually sign up for her training? And lo and behold, I'm now doing, I do a fun Facebook Live challenge. That's a training that started. I'm doing one that's starting next Monday, and it's my fourth one, and people love it. And who knew? I mean, a few years ago, I would have never guessed that I would be doing this. So let me tell you what happened, because it's kind of interesting, sort of, I think. I have done Facebook Lives, as I said before. I didn't think I needed my colleagues' training. I had done them, and I was okay, comfortable enough doing them. And then a couple of years ago, I got a download about a program that I call Speak with Your Body. And it started off as a 9-session package that I offered to my women coaches, healers, and on-purpose solopreneurs, that takes them through a process of breaking free from childhood and corporate conditioning that suppressed their natural vibrancy, so that they could be the fullest expression of themselves when they spoke. So I got this download, and prior to that, I had been primarily a manifesting clients mentor, business coach type person for my special people. And so I got this download. I'm like, oh my God, do I really want to do this? I mean, seriously, Laura, I was like, do I really want to do this? And I tested it out. I offered it pretty cheap for the first half a dozen people. And I did it, and they had good results. And I thought, I think I'm supposed to be doing this work. It integrates my background as a dance movement therapist with what I learned as a speaker and also as a manifesting clients mentor. So it's healing kind of work. Not that the purpose isn't healing. The purpose is really to be a great speaker. And so it's a great program, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. But after I did it with a handful of people or so and saw really good results, I thought, I need to promote this. And I thought, well, so who are the people who actually want to become better speakers? And what is their journey like? And I thought, well, most likely people who want to become better speakers may be interested in doing Facebook Lives. So I had the idea to do a challenge, a Facebook Live challenge. And I was at the time in a coaching program, a group coaching program. And someone says, well, why don't you charge for it instead of doing it for free? And I'm like, charge for a challenge? Oh my God.
Great idea.
What an idea. Yeah. Because I had done several challenges before, and I had always just grown my email list. But what happened, which was fascinating for me, was that in considering charging, and I just charged $47, but still it's an entry point in working with me. So it's a new thing. I give so much with this challenge that the $47 value, it almost seems like it's free to me in terms of what I give. And it upped my game. Like when I was thinking of just doing the challenge for free, I was just thinking, I'll just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it wasn't really going to be a very robust experience for participants, just an okay one. So anyhow, I thought, all right, let me do this. But here's the trick, the snag. At that point in time, I hadn't been doing Facebook Lives regularly. So I didn't even know if Facebook Lives worked. So here I was going to do a Facebook Live challenge to teach people how to be more expressive, really, ultimately. But the first step is to get comfortable doing Facebook Lives before you can even be more expressive. So I decided I'm going to do Facebook Lives regularly. And I started with what I call my Monday Minute Message. I don't always say that anymore. I used to say it during the Facebook Live. This is my Monday Minute Message. I don't do that except for in my head now. But I pretty much have done a Facebook Live every single Monday since. And I've discovered that some people watch them and they get to know me and like me and trust me because they see me on Facebook Live. That Facebook Live is a really short one. I try to do it 1 minute, and often I get up to 3 minutes. And people, they're scrolling. They don't watch the whole thing. And if you realize that, I think it makes doing Facebook Lives easier. If you're expecting people to watch the whole thing, like let's say this is on Facebook Live, I think, right? We're streaming to Facebook Live, right? So it may be because you did advertise it and we are talking about a particular topic that people might be interested in. Maybe some people are watching the whole thing, but often with Facebook Lives, they'll go down their feed and they'll see something and they may watch for 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And for that 10 seconds, they're going to get a feeling for you. And the more you show up for those 10 seconds, the more people will know, like, and trust you. So I've discovered since doing Facebook Lives that they actually work. Because of Facebook Lives, people have gotten to know me. I've done longer Facebook Lives that I've scheduled and call them free Facebook Live trainings. I have sold $400 package. I've sold $800 package. And then through the challenge, where every single day I do a Facebook Live during the 10 days, I've sold to 20% or more of the participants $1,000 package because of the Facebook Lives, because people get to know me, like me, and trust me. It's a powerful tool.
So where are you doing these? Are you doing these on like a Facebook business page, your personal profile, in a group that you manage? Where are you doing your lives from?
So I do my Monday Minute Message. So that's the weekly short Facebook Live on my personal page. I don't recommend business pages anymore. I think people don't watch business. People don't go to business. Anyway, they're just not good algorithms. Unless something changes, I don't even have the business page anymore. My old Facebook account where I had 93,000 fans on a business page, it got hacked. I just decided I'm letting that baby go and I'm just going to work on my personal page. And that's what I recommend to people. And then I have a Facebook group, the Vibrant Entrepreneurs Circle, which is for women entrepreneurs. And so if you want to join it, type in Facebook, Vibrant Entrepreneurs Circle, and join me there. It's a really good group. I will do the longer Facebook Lives. That's where I'm going to do my free trainings. And, I just did a couple last year and I'm like, this works. And I want to be even more intentional with the longer trainings in 2024, just partly because it works for my business, but also so I can keep demonstrating it for my clients and be a good role model. And then for the challenge, I do that in a secret group or a closed group, one where no one else can see either my Facebook Lives or the participants. And so I want to make sure everybody feels safe to mess up if they want to. And there's a fourth type of Facebook Live, which I think of as like a Facebook Live show, kind of like this, whether you do it regularly, like what is today, Monday, if you came on every Monday at the same time and had a regular show, or sporadic, like I think this is. I would say it depends on your purpose, where to do that, where the best place is. I did do a show for a while and I did it in my Vibrant Entrepreneurs group, but I think it depends on what you want to do with it. What's cool about doing it on your personal page is you can share it to any place that you want, which you can't always, if your group is not public, you can't do that. So
are
yeah.
you making your lives then public on your personal profile? Like, is it public so anybody can see? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if you want to use Facebook for marketing, make sure, I mean, it's a choice. If you want to be on Facebook for friends and family, great. Keep everything private. But if you want to use it for marketing, share everything with everybody. So yeah. So anyway, bottom line is I have discovered Facebook Lives do work. You can attract clients with them. It's a powerful tool. It is free. I mean, oh my goodness, you can do it anytime you want. Like, I'm also hosting summits now. I don't know if you know that, Laura. I think you do, but anyhow, yeah. So I'm hosting summits, but that's just a 2-day thing, and people have to sign up to be on a summit, which is great because they're collaborative speaker projects and they're a whole thing in and of itself. But Facebook Live, you don't have to sign up with anybody. You can get on there anytime you want, and you can share who you are from your heart, and people will respond. And so I can't say enough about what a useful tool it is if you want to use it and become better at it. So yeah, I've got a formula. Should I share the formula about how to attract clients with them?
I mean, sure, if you want it to be part of this video.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's help people use Facebook Lives, unless you have another question right now.
Well, I just wanted to know real quick, what kind of follow-up is needed? Because you talked about having success with actually selling some of your programs doing Facebook Lives. Do you follow up with other Facebook like posts, things that aren't necessarily lives in order to convert, or basically are you just talking about it in your lives?
Oh, that's a really good question. So again, depending on which type of Facebook Live you're using, the follow-up is different. All right. So for the short Facebook Lives, we're talking about 1 minute is really great. And the reason why 1 minute is so that people actually will watch the whole thing and hear your call to action, and they're going to see it in your newsfeed. Now, again, we already said they most likely are just going to watch 10 seconds, right? I mean, let's be truthful when we're scrolling through. How much do we watch? But if you're good and you're saying something they're interested in, they may watch a whole minute or two, because we look at how long is this thing typically. And if it's a 20-minute thing, and let me just tell you, if it's 20 minutes of somebody fumbling around trying to figure out, is anybody there? Is anybody there? You know, I'm not going to stay around and watch that. But if you get straight to the point, 1 to 3 minutes, and you've got good content, people may watch the whole thing, which means that you can give a call to action. For example, right now, I've got a free 18 tips, free Facebook, a PDF of 18 tips that you can download for free. And we're going to give you the link in a minute, right? And so you can say something like that, and you could do it right in the first 30 seconds and just plop that link in there if you want to. And it's a call to action, and people will likely hear that if you're at all interesting. Now, if I was doing a whole promotional thing, like for example, right now I'm in the midst of promoting my fun Facebook Live challenge. So if all I did was one Facebook Live over the 2 weeks before it, that's not going to do a heck of a lot, because not that many people are going to see one Facebook Live, especially not those short ones. So I do memes, and I do an event, and so I do different things. Plus I send out emails, all that kind of stuff. So for that, I would do multiple things. And I mean, I would do, if I hadn't been sick, if my family hadn't been in town, if my mom hadn't been hospitalized last month, I'd have a whole strategy.
We'll pretend you do.
Let's pretend I really know what I'm doing right now. And I would be really close to the end of that because I just have 1 more week. But anyway, life's been interesting. So But the other thing, when I do the longer, the 30 to 45 minutes free training, what I highly recommend is that you schedule them just like Laura scheduled this one. Schedule it. Make a Facebook event and invite anybody who you might want to be there. Tell them the time. You can tell them it's a free Facebook Live training, however you want to call it, whatever you want to say, but it's a free training. It goes from 4 to 4:30 or 4 to 5 or whatever it is. Don't make it too long. In my opinion, people don't want too long. That's why I say 30 or 45 minutes. It gives you enough time to share stories and give a tip, and also explain your solution to whatever it is the problem is that your ideal clients have. And then you explain what the offer is during that Facebook Live. And what I recommend and what I've done that has worked is invite people to a complimentary consultation, where I put that link right there in the comments during it. And so, boom, it's there. I can then take that Facebook Live link and put it into an email. I've already invited my whole email list. I can send out a couple days later, if you missed the Facebook Live, here's the link, you can watch it. If you decide you want to take a next step, here's the link to schedule a complimentary consultation right there in the email. So it's not a one and done in general. I mean, but what is?
Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I think that the idea that people can see you and can get a feel for your energy, because I do think that when we talk live and people see us live, they get a feel for our energy, for, our way of being, more so than just the written word. Not to say that that can't transmute, but there is something to be said about seeing somebody in person. But yeah, I would think that it would need, follow up. And I feel like things, Facebook filters what you see and what you don't see so much now, that the more you can make people aware of, oh, I am doing this, the more likely people are to make that conscious decision of, well, I'm going to find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So when it's a longer training, whatever term you use, schedule it. Tell people about it, remind them about it, all that stuff, because you want people to show up for it and participate in it and engage with you. Whereas the shorter 1 to 3 minute, you don't need people to show up for it. It doesn't matter, because the whole purpose of that is for them to just see it in the news feed and just get that 10-second, 30-second, maybe they'll stay for 90 seconds hit of you. So they're going to want more. So when you do say you've got that training, they'll be interested in it. And yeah, it's good. Yeah, I agree with you. I used to not do Facebook Lives, as I said before, and I find it fascinating how we can feel people energetically just through the written word and the images or the energy that comes through. I just feel like I got to know so many people without lives. Years ago, when I was really active on Facebook, I would meet someone in person and be like, oh my God, you're exactly what I felt. It's fascinating to me. And I think video, any kind of speaking, whether it's video or in person, it just amps it up.
Seals the deal.
It's what?
It seals the deal when they can actually.
It seals the deal. They really feel you. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we are running out of time. I know you were going to go into some tips. However, you are speaking at one of the upcoming global meetings. I don't know what month is that. Do you know?
I think it's in the summer, something like the summer.
Okay. And I know that you're going to dive much deeper into this. So we have that to look forward to. But real quick, talk about your challenge, because you have some tips that people can get from you, free tips. You also have the challenge coming up. I'm going to put this all in the chat while you quickly talk about it.
Fantastic. So just if you're at all interested in Facebook Lives, definitely get the tips. You'll also be signing up for my email list. So when I do the fun Facebook Live challenge, if you can't start next Monday, you'll find out about it later, as well as other things that I do. And the tips are useful. The tips are what we go over and practice during the fun Facebook Live challenge. So it's 10 days. take the weekend off so you can catch up on the weekend. If you miss a day, you can easily catch up. And every day in our, what I like to call secret group, I post a very short training, 3 to 5 minutes. I love short, I think, because we all love short. At least that's my story about it. And then I will give you an assignment of a Facebook Live, and I talk you through the whole thing, what buttons to push, all that stuff if you're new to it. If you're not new to it, that's okay, because after the first day or so, we'll get into more interesting things for you to practice. Every day is a different thing to practice so that you become a rock star on Facebook Live. And once the challenge is over, you can do it on your own personal page or wherever you want to, and you'll feel comfortable doing Facebook Live, and you'll be able to do it well so that people actually watch your Facebook Lives. So you get all of that. Plus, if you do all 10 assignments, included in the $47 of this is a authentically vibrant assessment and consultation that I do. So I watch every single one of your Facebook Lives, but for one of them, I do this assessment where you get a number from 0 to 100 about how expressive you are, basically, how authentically vibrant you are. It is such valuable information. And then I explain to you how that number came, what it came from, what you did, and what you could do even better to be more authentically vibrant. And it also includes a workshop called a Client Attracting Facebook Lives workshop, which if you can make it live, great. If you can't, it will be recorded. So that is all for $47. It is an amazing value.
That is. There's a lot packed in there. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing all this with us and for sharing your wisdom. Thanks for those that tuned in and were watching with us today. Go get Kathryn's tips. Go sign up for her Facebook Live challenge. Thank you so much, Kathryn. We really appreciate you talking with us today about this.
My pleasure.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.